Welcome back, my sunshiny friends. I thought we would do something a little different today. So we are going to do a what I spend in a day on a Saturday in the summer in Massachusetts for random stuff. Not specifically grocery shopping, not any of the normal things, but a random Saturday in July in Massachusetts in 2025. So let's go shopping. We've got to go to the Dollar Tree, which is something that I typically have to do. But first, coffee. So you guys know I am a big fan of Slate coffee. Not sponsored, not affiliated, but there is a link in my description below. I try to start my day off with 30 grams of protein, regardless of what I'm doing, where I am. So 20 grams in my Slate. Let's go shopping. Dollar Tree is my downfall. I do have some issues when it comes to Dollar Tree, and I do buy things that I don't really need, but I mean, I kind of need. I did have a list going in, but I did get this right off the bat, $5 trash can. I have been looking for a trash can for my son's bedroom that wasn't too small and wasn't too big, because his trash can is very tiny. And then I did need some other things, so this was just under $35. And I will let you know all of the exacts at the end when we get home. Now I've got to see if Job Lot is still open. I don't know if it's closed or not yet, and see if they have any pool stuff left, because I'm out of chlorine and I need chlorine. So that's gonna cost a little bit more than I wanted to spend today, but let's go. Okay, well, that didn't work. They are officially closed. So yeah, now I got to figure out a plan B. I think that there's a pool store that opened around the corner of my house. So on the way home, I will check there. If not, that means I'm going to have to go out and go to like the other side of a different town, because I do need chlorine. We were in the pool yesterday before it started to thunderstorm. We had to get out because of lightning. And there's just a little bit left in the dispenser. And I actually need a new dispenser because my lid is cracked. So yeah, I gotta figure that out. Let's put our seatbelt on, run across the street to Hannaford, get the few things that we need, and then I will figure this out. That was another $26 in change after I put back the $5.99 strawberries, because that was a little ridiculous, and there was like 10 strawberries in the package. So we got some stuff for our fruit salad. I got a cucumber, tri-colored rotini. I'll show you guys when we get home. Now let's go figure out the chlorine situation. Shout out here to Ozzy. Everybody is playing Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne, but rest in peace, Ozzy. You fought a good fight. Thanks for all the memories. Okay, we had to get gas on the way home. That was $33. And then I just had to sell something for my son, do all, so it's a little bit later. I'm gonna show you really quick what I got and what we're doing. So really fast, this was my Hannaford's order. Because my husband and I are going out for dinner, I got my son some barbecue chicken and some potato wedges. This was like almost $11, but still better than Chick-fil-A, I guess. A cucumber, 2 apples, some blueberries, some rotini, and a watermelon. And that cost $23.38. And then I took out cash for the baptism, and I took out another $100. So $123.38 we spent there, $34.36 at the Dollar Tree, $33 for gas, and $52 in change. I just did a Walmart order for my chlorine because I don't have time to do it, to go get it, because it's 1 o'clock. I have to make all the things and still get dressed and everything. So from the Dollar Tree, we got a waste paper basket. I got some disposable stuff to take to my son's because he does live an hour away and I will never see it. I got this for free, and the sweet little guy at the grocery store ran out to give it to me because I had left it behind. I did grab a couple of tablecloths because I'm bringing the tables, so I don't know if my son would think about it. I know this isn't really good for you, but my son does use syrup occasionally on pancakes or waffles. So this was at the Dollar Tree, so I grabbed some syrup. I cheaped out on the ranch dressing, but this is for the dip, so it'll be fine. I got some utensils for the things that I'm making to bring to the store with me. I got this. This was an impulse buy. My middle loves salt and vinegar chips, and I'm thinking next week for dinner one day I might make some homemade potato chips. So I might try this because Cody loves salt and vinegar chips. And we were just talking about, he was saying how one day we didn't have any like snacks or anything, and he doesn't like plain chips. And there was plain chips in there, and he's a salt and vinegar chip guy, but I haven't been keeping a lot of things in the closet as far as snacks. So he said there was some plain chips in there, and he put some vinegar and some salt on them to try to make salt and vinegar chips, and how gross and soggy they were. So I just thought that this would be a nice alternative. This probably wasn't the best buy. This was 16 ounces of complete pancake mix because we're almost out. But then when I went to Hannaford's, the big box was $2.19. So I don't know. I'd have to do a price comparison and see. This, however, was a good buy for my mac and cheese, 20 ounces for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. I am going to make my life easy, and I'm going to do my mac and cheese with some Velveeta. Don't knock it till you try it. Makes things creamier. I'm going to use other cheeses and seasonings and stuff, but I'm going to start with that. I picked up some ranch seasoning because I needed it. I just grabbed this. This was another just like impulse buy. My son likes chocolate milk, and I haven't had any recently, so I thought he might want that. They didn't have any like baby baptism cards, and I hate spending money on cards if I can't get it at the Dollar Tree. I ran into the grocery store and they had baptism cards for like $3.99. That's ridiculous. So I just grabbed some plain note things. And I'm a big fan of these. Riley and I, my son's girlfriend, like these. We keep them at work. And they had the new scents for summer, watermelon and cucumber mint. So I grabbed some of those. These are like the dupes from the expensive ones that you get at Target. The Land and I don't remember what the name. Oh, I have one right here. Hold on. This is the Target one, Touchland. This is $9.99. This is $1.25. You do the math. Yeah, so that was everything. Sorry, the dog was right behind me. Everything that I got at the Dollar Tree for $34.36. So we're at $190.74 for this Saturday. It's 12:45, and we've already spent close to $200. Oh, nope. We've spent almost $250 because I forgot to add in the Walmart order. So yeah, almost $250, and my husband and I haven't even gone to dinner yet. So this wasn't originally going to be part of the video. I was just going to show you what I spend in a day, but I figured I would show you what I got and what I'm doing with some of what I spent. So I am currently making some things for tomorrow. So here is my boiling water. Do you guys boil first or not? I'm curious. I've been watching, I prefer colored, tri-colored for my pasta salad. I've been watching Frugal Southern Mama. She's awesome. She does like a lot of cooking videos and stuff, and she doesn't boil her water first. Heathenist, it's just crazy. But I'm kind of curious, like, does it work? So I'm also preparing a fruit salad. I did have a bunch of fruit that I already bought. I had some mangoes. You guys saw I bought, like in my haul last week, I bought all those mandarins. So I'll probably do 3 or 4 mandarins. I'm not a big fan of like blackberries and raspberries, but I didn't cut them and they're still holding together pretty good. So I threw the rest of those in there. I did get some blueberries. I'll probably use about half of those. I had some grapes. I bought a banana. I bought a watermelon and I bought some apples. So I'm going to cut all of this up, and then I'll show you what everything looks like when we're done. Salad is done. It looks so pretty. And then a pasta is cooling for the pasta salad. Pasta is cooking for the mac and cheese. I'm gonna dice up the cucumber and soften up the cream cheese. Okay, so here is my mac and cheese. So this was $1.25 the macaroni, $1.25 times 2 for the Velveeta, the pan, so that's about $4. Everything else I had in my pantry. I used some evaporated milk, I used some cheddar, I used some Mexican cheese, some American cheese. I used all things that I already had along with what you saw today. So that was about $4 for this party dinner. Side for I'm not sure where this video turned into like a budget thing, but it somehow has. And I just want to show you that you can make good side dishes or be a nice guest at a party on a budget. So this was stuff I already had. I had the cream cheese, the chicken I had bought. I knew I would use it eventually. I did purchase a pan, so that was like 60 cents. And then even the buffalo dip sauce that's in here. When I was just at the grocery store and I got my son the prepared food for his dinner, I grabbed some wing sauce and some barbecue for his dinner. So I used the buffalo sauce in here. And yeah, like that was free. So yum. Good. Okay, there we have it. Our final dish to bring to baptism. This is buffalo chicken ranch dip. We will bake this when I get to my son's house. I have a bag of tortillas to scoop them with. And yeah, that is so far what I have spent in a day on a random Saturday in Massachusetts. We are at $243.97. Let's see what happens at dinner. This was our fantastic dinner. I had a pasta with crab meat and my husband had a pork chop. It was absolutely phenomenal. Mine had a lemon poppy seed dressing, so good. So we went to dinner. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you again to Crystal and Daryl for that gift certificate. So because we had a gift certificate, dinner cost us like $2.50 or something to that effect. So with tip, it cost us $25. We had a $100 gift certificate. So I add that $25 to my running total. So $23.38 for Hannaford's, $100 cash for the baptism, $34.36 for the Dollar Tree, $33 for gas, $53.23 for Walmart, $25 for our anniversary dinner last night, bringing my grand total to the day $268.97. One day, Saturday in July in 2025. I really need to start doing better. I do budget, I do all of those things, but these were just things that were needed on this random Saturday. So yeah, that was just a look into my life. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little differently. We will be back with more content. I have an amazing video coming to you guys next week. So everybody stay tuned. Thank you so much for being here. Hit like, subscribe, share, do all of those things. I will talk to you guys real soon. Remember, my friends, when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. Bye.